What's up guys, it's Calvin. I'm back with a new video. On today's video we're going to be looking at 4 of Tesla's new vehicles for 2021, and is it going to be good or bad for the stock? Let's get into it. First, I'm going to start off with who is Tesla, a little bit about their history, and a little bit about their future. In today's video, I'll only be talking about the vehicles they will be producing. I'm not going to be talking about any of the solar side from Solar City, or the battery side, being the latest acquisition of Maxwell Technologies. If you would like to see those 2 other factors and many more in different videos, let me know. I'll read all the comments. And I'll definitely get to them because that's like the most exciting part of Tesla. I feel the vehicles are just like a little bit for now what we see, but I think there's so much more future potential regarding solar, batteries, autonomous vehicles, like the list goes on. Amazing electric vehicle design. Firstly, Tesla was founded in 2003. Its current CEO and visionary is Elon Musk, as everyone knows. Even though Tesla started off extremely slow and with a lot of bumps in the road, the second decade went a lot smoother and a lot better with major improvements in the market and in their vehicles. Tesla is at the forefront of appealing, useful, efficient and performance electric vehicles. This company is seriously one of the most innovative companies out there at the moment, and this in exchange is changing the automotive game forever. And these are all good things for a company that you're looking into. They have showed no signs of slowing down, only improvement, and it's exponentially, it's growing. It's not growing 1 step at a time, it's 1 step, 2 step, 4 step, 8 step. It's absolutely ridiculous at the moment, but it doesn't seem like they're going to slow down, and that's good news for people like us. This company struggled so much in the beginning and got such bad press, but eventually pushed through it all. The company's motto, what they stood for and what they were creating was so good, it could push through any boundaries. And they're really starting to expand now into Asia, China, then also Europe. They've gone into Berlin, the factory there. So it's really exciting stuff and a lot of good things to look forward to. Tesla has been extremely smart with their approach to car design, not only from the actual design part, but also creating many different vehicles in many different categories. They are really expanding to a broader audience in different business sectors and regions of the world. Okay, now to get into what you've all been waiting for, the car section of it. The first vehicle I'm going to be getting into is the more everyday vehicle, not the extremely crazy approach that Tesla takes to many vehicles. The Model Y. This is really an amazing product. It's a lower range to what they normally target towards, but it's good though because they're getting their foot in many different markets, and by them doing this I really see them start taking over people in every income bracket, which is really actually a good thing for them at the moment. The Tesla Model Y pricing ranges between $39,000 and $61,000. Quite a big actual price gap, but this goes from like the basic one to the premium one. And obviously, you know, Tesla's premium one is just super crazy all the time. But by them making a vehicle that's a lot cheaper, it's accessing a total new audience. The delivery for this vehicle started in about March of 2020, so it has started already, but it's going to take full scale in 2021. I'm really excited to see what those numbers are going to do because I really do think those numbers could even do a lot better than the Model 3. I know that's a prime vehicle and it's like they've got it dialed down, but I think with that price bracket and the price range, it's very exciting to see what's coming with that. One of the very exciting things is Tesla have promised to put the best autonomous system they have in that vehicle. I really do feel the purpose of this vehicle is to reach a wider lower income bracket audience that want the amazing capabilities of the Model 3 and the Model S but can't afford that. And this I think is going to absolutely nail this, and not to even mention how sexy and beautiful. I honestly think this car is so good looking, like not in any crazy way, but I think it's like so appealing to the eye. It really catches my attention. I was like, this looks so sick. It's almost like the Model X, I feel, a lot smaller, but like slim, chic, like a perfect little design. Here in South Africa, I don't know if we're going to be getting Teslas, but I really do feel like that's like the perfect design. The car for your wife, that's small, nimble, and can do everything that you want from it. Next one. This is absolutely no shock to anyone. The sexiest vehicle Tesla has ever designed, and this is a Tesla Roadster. The price range is about like $200,000, which is very hefty. It's quite a heavy little price over there. I think that it's still going to do crazy sales just because how Tesla has designed it. Things they have promised, which 0 to 60 miles an hour in under 2 seconds, which they claim in 1.9, which is already the fastest production vehicle 0 to 60 ever. The second fast, or currently the fastest, is the Spider 918, the Porsche Spider 918. This vehicle does 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds, which is already mind-blowing. And like at that rate, to get every split second, like a 1/10 of a second off your time is crazy. But yet Tesla claiming to get 0.3 seconds faster than that, that is honestly mind-blowing. I'm excited to see that. And the exciting thing was that is they actually had a nice little promo when they released the car, and they did some drags with the people, which was amazing. Like honestly, so fast, like you almost can't fathom it. But yeah, it's exciting, and that's definitely one of the big ones that's coming out in 2021. So that's a release date, 2021 for that. I honestly think this will be the pinnacle of sports cars, and everything's going to be based off this in the future. This vehicle, I feel Tesla is definitely like targeting the sports car geek or someone that's really passionate about it, or they're also just targeting the person with a high income bracket that has some spare change, not too worried about money. But yeah, definitely no doubt that they're targeting a higher end clientele with this vehicle. Their fastest, like most innovative car at the moment is going to be so much more innovative than like the current most innovative cars. So now we just got to see if Elon actually stands up to the plate and provides. But as all the short sellers know out there, don't bet against Papa Musk. He'll get you every time. But yeah, so it's exciting. Honestly, he's one of the CEOs and like visionaries that I like respect the most. Like he is like the Bezos, the Zuckerberg, like the Steve Jobs. But I honestly think he's going further. I think he's gonna change the world for what he is, especially regarding SpaceX, Starlink, Solar City, just everything is going to be so exciting. I'm so happy that I've got a big portion of my portfolio invested almost in him, just because, you know, when it comes to companies nowadays, especially investing in companies that are very innovative, and I feel that like Tesla, that you just know it's going to prove itself and stand the test of time. The next one is the Tesla semi-truck. This is the craziest thing ever. I remember when Elon Musk announces, like I never thought that this is going to be something that Tesla would venture into. It's very different. I didn't understand it at first, but when I looked at the numbers, the statistics and everything behind it, like why they're going into it, what they're improving, changing the life for like the trucking sectors, kind of for the good and for the bad. At the moment it's for the good, but once autonomous vehicles take over, I feel, and they're allowed by government, I feel like there's honestly no need for truckers anymore. It's quite a difficult conversation because it's going to be taking away a lot of jobs, but it's going to be doing a lot better. Like it can work around the clock 24/7. Some of the things I'm going to tell you now in the research I did, it's just mind blowing. I never thought that Tesla would be able to do this. So it's quite exciting, but I'm going to get to that now. I never thought Tesla would expand into trucks. And this just shows you that you really don't know the next move. They are so innovative, and it just shows they're not scared to have their fingers in many pies, and they will succeed. The Tesla semi-truck is priced at about $150,000 to $200,000. This truck is going to have an insane range, and you can only imagine that that is super necessary. Just the way Tesla is working with battery development, it's going to be insane. I feel like the range is going to be crazy. Elon's claiming at the moment to be able to run a diesel truck, you're going to be paying 2 times as much. And that's quite tricky, because that means you're actually pretty much paying double for the diesel truck, because the running cost, and you can imagine as a trucking logistics company, your biggest expense is fuel. And if you're able to halve your fuel cost, that opens you up to a whole new game. Tesla are so confident in the semi, they're claiming that it's going to have a 1 million mile warranty. A company with so much confidence and they back themselves that much, it's actually scary, because there are actually no limits. Like this company is just gonna go, I feel. Let me get back to the vehicles. Oh, I'm so excited about Tesla. It's a really amazing little piece of gold. But anyway, I feel with Tesla diving into the trucking and logistics sector, they are really opening themselves up to a whole nother world. Like honestly. And this world is not a world that most automotive companies really venture into. Okay, so we made it to the 4th one. This is the most exciting one of them all. This one really just gets me every time. When I saw it at first, it wasn't for me, I must be honest. But I just knew that Tesla is the only company that is able to invent something called the Cybertruck that looks like it's literally an alien vehicle come down to spy on us. And they're the only people I feel that could invent it, put it out there and get people so excited about it. Even though this looks like an alien vehicle, it's true, and production or delivery is meant to start in 2021. It is said that the top of the range 6,000 pound vehicle is going to be able to do 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Okay, let's just take a little break. That is unfathomable. Like, this vehicle is going to be 6,000 pounds. That is so heavy. There's no need for any vehicle to ever get to that speed so quickly. And as crazy as it is, I kind of like it. So that's actually really just mind-bending, I feel. The main reason why Tesla is always able to get such crazy 0 to 60 numbers, 0 to 100 numbers, this is because electric motors work very different to diesel motors. Electric vehicles have 100% torque on 0 RPM, which this is a crazy thing because diesel trucks, only once they start building up RPM, this is when they start getting the torque and start pumping in. But with the electric motor, it's there always, it's there at the click of a finger, a push of a pedal. I feel for this fact alone, this is going to be a big reason why Tesla is able to take over the trucking industry, because they have to pull crazy loads all the time, and an electric motor, they can do it way more efficiently, cheaper on maintenance, cheaper on consumption. There's just really no reason why it shouldn't win in this sector. Is the pickup truck too much future and not enough pickup? I don't know. Vote over there in the top corner. If you don't want to vote, just comment below. Let me know what you think of the vehicle, because I know people have very strong opinions on these vehicles, especially the Cybertruck. The price of the Cybertruck actually isn't going to be too crazy. The price range is $40,000 to $70,000, but Tesla making the Cybertruck opens it up to a huge market. In 2019, 12.2 million pickup trucks were sold. I don't know, but in South Africa we call a pickup truck a bakkie. And I feel a bakkie really accommodates many people, from construction workers to people that need to tow trailers, to people that just get them for the convenience sake. They are definitely used in-field. Me as a civil engineer myself, on site all day, that's all we see is just bakkies and trucks. So yeah, they're definitely used a lot by construction people. Statistics actually show that more than half the people that actually own one don't use it for their intended purpose, which is nothing wrong with it. A lot of the statistics show that most people don't actually even tow with it. They don't even open up the back part of it. So I feel like this is just another vehicle that accommodates such a broad audience, and it's not just to the certain trades that use them the most. So yeah, these are the amazing products that this company is providing us with, just vehicle wise. And also, if you wouldn't mind just smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm, it really helps a lot more than you think, would be appreciated. I personally feel that, especially with this whole corona thing, like the whole world's going to definitely start turning to going green a lot faster, with a lot of the pledges happening from certain countries and that. I feel that people have really understood that we've really taken advantage of the planet, and it's time to start going green. First thing for that will be electric. I know people are going to say, in production of electric vehicle and everything, it's still not green, but it's a lot more green than the normal ICE vehicle, which is petrol or diesel. They're really working hard with Maxwell Technologies and so the City in conjunction to make it sustainable and use sustainable energy. So rather than getting energies made by nuclear plants or fossil fuels, their roof, which is going to be solar tiles that can absorb in all the sunlight. So if they're able to use renewable sources to power your electric vehicles, then you're really taking a huge step in the right direction, I feel. Tesla is really no doubt the most innovative tech vehicle company in the world at the moment. That's the technology side of it, the autonomous vehicles, the batteries. They're really changing the world and for the better. If you want me to make a video on that and go pretty deep into that, I've brought it up a few times in the video. I feel like I could really get a good point across. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. One of the craziest things for Tesla, as someone that doesn't even own a Tesla, I really would like to, for the intended purpose of, you can get almost a fully updated brand new type of car, obviously not physically, just using software updates, where a normal diesel or petrol engine car you have to go buy mods or updates or actually just get the new car. To kind of conclude this video, I feel with innovative companies such as Apple, Amazon, Netflix, just for a few examples, at first obviously the financials never really make sense, and you can never really explain the financials with an innovative company like that. But the craziest thing with them is that even though their financials lack, eventually the innovation is so crazy and so advanced that the financials have to keep up with them. So eventually financials start making sense. Amazon didn't make sense for how many years? Feels like millions of years. But when they started making sense, they made a lot of sense, literally. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting this with Tesla. I think financials will start making sense. To be honest with you, I actually don't want them to make sense as of yet. I still want to try and collect as much Tesla stock as I can at bargain prices. But I know eventually it's just going to start making sense. Everyone's going to start seeing eye to eye. People are already starting to look at the company in a lot of different ways. So I have to say, for some of the reasons mentioned in this video and some reasons that I told you I can explain in other videos, I really am passionate about Tesla and just what they're all about and about Elon. For all of these reasons, I've done so much research and it's kind of a no-brainer for me personally at the moment. Not advising anyone, but personally to just go quite heavily into Tesla. I trust the company so much. Just seeing where they're going, there's so much crazy stuff coming. I'm going to explain a little bit of it now also. So that's why I have quite a big percentage of my investing portfolio in Tesla, and I plan on growing that position for as long as I can, as long as I think the stock makes sense. or if I find another stock that has better returns and makes a lot more sense, I'll be going into that. But at the moment, I feel Tesla is my golden goose. So hopefully I look back at this video one day and say I was right there, but we'll see. With Tesla, I really plan on holding long term, like 5 years is the absolute minimum. I really don't think I would be pulling out before 5 years ever, especially not with Tesla. Seriously, I plan on 2030 to 2040 still being in the stock, especially if they keep innovating at the current rate they are going to explode and they are going to be priceless. So yeah, at the moment, every big jump you see, every small little down you see, it's not worth selling the stock, I feel, at the moment, because I just feel the upside is going to be so big. My prediction for 2025 is $3,000. I know this is actually quite a low ball for what some people are saying, but I just want to kind of be practical. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I know this is such an amazing company, but you can so easily get ahead of yourself. But yeah, and then my prediction for 2030, personally, it's between $5,000 and $6,000. It's quite a big jump. That's about like 8 to 10x of what it currently is, and it is very possible that it could get there. That's for so many factors, not even including the vehicles. Think about Tesla as such an innovative car company. Actually, it's more a tech company at the moment. Well, I feel like that's how it's going to go in the future. But as such an innovative company, from 2025 to 2030, if it just, like, there's no way I feel it wouldn't at least 2x. Ever, the stock kind of follows Elon at the moment also, so whatever he has planned for the future. We haven't even got into the revenue and the money of the solar side of the company, the battery side of the company. And also a big thing that not a lot of people are talking about is, like, with autonomous vehicles at the moment, the only way you're going to grow exponentially as an autonomous vehicle company, you need miles under the belt pretty much. And what Tesla is currently doing is they're recording so much. Have your car on autopilot and you correct. They've recorded that so that now they're trying to figure out and they're trying to make it better so you don't have to correct. If they had to sell off miles at a set price, that's when I feel the company is going to explode, because they're going to be getting in a lot of free cash. And why I say free cash is because they don't pay for the recording of those miles, and that's just really data. And like the people say, like, data is like a gold. Like, it's really just that precious. So data, especially in technology, that's like all you could ask for. So if you wouldn't mind just smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm, would help a lot. Just let me know your thoughts. I want to see what page everyone is on with Tesla. And see you in the next video.